Your best ideas are disappearing. Not because you are forgetful, because you have never built a system that captures them properly. The insight you had in the shower, the connection you made between two unrelated things while reading, the idea that arrived at 11 p.m. and felt important enough to remember but was gone by morning. All of it disappearing into the gap between having a thought and writing it somewhere that you will actually find it again. A second brain is a personal knowledge management system, a place where everything you learn, think, discover, and create gets captured, connected, and made retrievable at the moment you need it. The concept has existed for years. What has changed is that AI makes building and using one significantly more powerful than any manual system could be. Today, I am showing you how to build an AI-powered second brain that actually works, not as a complicated productivity project, but as a simple system you can build in a weekend and use every day. Welcome to Tech Talk Tech. We upload every single day with fresh AI strategies. Subscribe now and hit the bell so you never miss tomorrow's video. What a second brain actually is. Most people who hear about the second brain concept imagine a complex note-taking architecture with dozens of folders, tags, and categories that takes months to build and hours per week to maintain. That is not what a functional second brain looks like. A functional second brain has 3 jobs and 3 jobs only. Capture. Every idea, insight, article, quote, or piece of information that might be useful later gets written down immediately in one place. Connect. Ideas that relate to each other get linked, so that when you retrieve one, relevant others surface alongside it. Retrieve. When you need something, you can find it in under 60 seconds without remembering exactly where you put it. Capture. Connect. Retrieve. Everything else is decoration. Building the capture system. The capture system is the foundation. If capturing is friction-filled or requires thinking about where to put something, you will stop capturing. And a second brain that does not capture is just an empty folder. The capture system has 2 components: a single inbox and a daily note. The inbox is one Notion page where everything goes when it arrives. Not sorted, not filed, just captured. An idea during a meeting, an interesting line from an article, a question you want to explore. No decisions about where it belongs, just capture. The daily note is a running document for each day, capturing thoughts, observations, and connections as they happen. At the end of each week, the daily notes get processed with Claude. Ask Claude to read through your week of daily notes and identify the 3 most significant ideas or insights. Ask it to identify any connections between ideas from different days you might have missed. And ask it to suggest which inbox items are worth developing and which can be archived. This weekly processing session takes 15 minutes and transforms raw, captured material into organized, useful knowledge. Building the connection system. The connection system is what separates a second brain from a filing cabinet. A filing cabinet stores information by category. A second brain connects information by relationship. Connected information is far more retrievable and far more generative than categorized information. In Notion, use bidirectional links to connect related notes. When you write about one topic and another is relevant, link them. When Claude surfaces a connection during your weekly processing session, create the link. Over time, your second brain develops what feels like an intelligence of its own, surfacing relevant connections you had forgotten you made and building a map of your thinking that no individual note could represent alone. Ask Claude once per month to review a selection of your notes and identify non-obvious connections, links between ideas that seem unrelated on the surface but share a deeper structural relationship. These unexpected connections are where the most original insights come from. Building the retrieval system. The retrieval system determines whether your second brain is useful in practice or just satisfying to look at. Most note-taking systems fail at retrieval because they rely on remembering where you filed something. A well-connected second brain does not require you to remember location, only approximate content. Ask Claude to help you write a one-sentence summary for every significant note you create. These summaries become the searchable surface of your second brain. When you need something, you search by concept rather than by location. Once per quarter, ask Claude to generate an index of your most important knowledge areas based on accumulated notes. This index gives you a map of your own thinking, showing which topics you have developed deeply and which areas you have touched but not yet explored. The index also reveals gaps, topics central to your work but underrepresented in your notes, areas where more deliberate capture would make you significantly more effective. Maintaining the system without letting it become a project. The most common second brain failure is when the system becomes a maintenance project rather than a thinking tool. 3 habits keep it functional without becoming burdensome. Capture daily. Anything potentially useful goes into the inbox immediately. The bar for capturing is low. Curation happens later. Process weekly. 15 minutes with Claude reviewing daily notes, processing the inbox, and identifying connections. Review quarterly. 30 minutes reviewing your index, identifying gaps, and deciding whether the system is serving your actual work. Daily capture. Weekly processing. Quarterly review. 3 habits. The system runs itself. Your action plan. Starting today, open Notion today and create 3 pages. Inbox. Daily note. Index. Capture everything that seems interesting this week without filtering or filing. Just capture. On Sunday, paste your week of notes into Claude and ask it to identify the 3 most significant ideas and any non-obvious connections between them. That is week 1. Build from there. What is the most important piece of knowledge you wish you had captured and connected better in the past year? Drop it in the comments. I personally reply to every comment. If this gave you a system for never losing a great idea again, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to Tech Talk Tech. We upload every single day. See you tomorrow.